Alright. One replay a day, day 14. Today's game is PVZ. This is ranked again. Had my little hiatus where I did a couple random unranked games where I tried to improve my skills with my other races. But this will be against a Plat Zerg player. And we'll see if I do Forge Fast Expand or Gateway Expand. I've just kind of been picking one or the other and just doing it. With no real rhyme or reason. This looks like a Forge Fast Expand. This map is a little bit different than the others. I still haven't decided which third I would like to take. Oh, that's cute. I remember him doing that, attacking this pylon. He's not really doing anything with it, and I'm blocking his hatch right now. Oh, he hatched mine. Oh, I remember this game now. I played this game a few days ago. So yeah, he is hatching in my net, and I have blocked his base. I knew it was there. I could see it right away with my pylon. It gave me vision of it. Did I win that? I would have won that. So he's got his spawning pool out. I dropped 2 cannons because I want to kill this hatch in a timely manner, and I got my wall off done. He lets the hatch finish, and he's not building lings out of it. He could be. He's not supply capped either. He builds lings over here. Oh, I get really clever because I know he's not going to get to keep this space, so I block this space. Did I send the probe home then? I must have sent that probe home. Oh, yep, he's right there. So he's going to lose this hatch. Okay, so he's getting 6 Zerglings out. I already started a pylon because I knew I wanted to block this because I figured he'd try to build Zerglings inside my wall. Alright, so his lings are sitting on the other side there. Behind this, I'm getting my gases. Getting another pylon down. Alright, so I noticed he got the lings. So I throw down a wall. Just a pylon wall to stop the Zerglings from getting in. I'm going to have a cannon here. So this is going to stop those Zerglings from getting to my probe line. I'm chrono capped. That's something I should fix. Also, I could be using this probe right now. But yeah, he's not going to get through this wall. Oh no, he would have. If I throw down a secondary wall. Good for me. So that's going to clean up those Zerglings pretty handily. Oh, he hides these 2 back here. I'm going to kill him with my Zealot. So he's got his 3 hatches down and he's trying to get queens. But I'm being clever and cannon rushing his nat/third that he threw down. So he didn't have vision of it, although I'm late. So if he had lings out right now, I would, oh, but he went drones. Sad days for him. Has he seen it yet? What's he watching? Oh, he sees it now. He could have seen it just on the edge right here, too. When I first started. Oh, okay, so he's getting his speed. I still haven't expanded yet though, but he just got his nat up. And I could be expanding here anytime. I think that's the next thing I'm going to do is expand. I got my gases up. Wanted to make sure I just didn't keep losing tech, and he's going to lose all these lanes. 3 cannons is plenty to do pretty much anything at this stage in the game. So he's going to lose this hatch. So good on me. He was cheeky and took my nat, so I was cheeky and cannon rushed his, what turned out to be his nat after blocking. But this isn't enough lings. And I think I'm going to throw down another pylon here to make sure these stay powered, because the pylon is the way to go. Yep. We should kill the probe. Well, that still wasn't enough stuff. I'm gonna get the queen. Kill that pylon. And I cancel it. I throw it back down because I'm like, well, I don't want him to kill that pylon. And get all those cannons for free. But I got the hatch already. I don't know. I'm okay with throwing down that pylon. I've already expanded, so it's 2 base versus 2 base. and he doesn't have a whole lot of gas income, and he hasn't teched at all. He hasn't even really droned. He's at what, 8? 23 drones? 23 drones he's at. And he's got speedlings, but I'm at 20 probes. I mean, we're pretty much even on workers. He starts hitting the rocks here. I don't know if those rocks were low from him. He must have been working on them with lings before he came to try to deal with the cannons. Got him to scout out my mothership core, which is, it's got plenty of health enough to stop any number of lings, really. So behind this I'm getting a robo. Probably going to get observers first because I'm going to know what he's doing, which is good. How many gates do I have? 1, 2 gates? I should have more gates. I should be adding gates. I shouldn't be adding tech yet. Gates are probably more important. So I scout and see that he's got a third, since I know he didn't have a third over here. I get away with that probe too. Scout with the Phoenix, see that he's just started his lair, that he also got a roach worm. So now I'm expecting more roach ling. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping my chrono boost down. I'm adding on gases. I need more gates. I mean, I say it every time, guys, but I need more gates. That's army supply. Central A. Yeah, he's crushing me at army supply. Of course, he's building roaches now, which aren't super efficient. I set up a third. I add on 2 more gates, so that's going to put me at a grand total of 4 warp gates for 3 bases. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to see what he has, which is a shit ton of roaches. But luckily I'm already making immortals, and I should be warping in stalkers now, because I know what he's making. I need to turn those into warp gates, and I need to start rallying workers over. Did I get reverse this game? Yeah, I've got one out here, so I see that he's rallying across now. I start the wall back here because I know he had already worked these rocks down. I get my probe trapped. That's a full wall then. So yeah, I'm going to know that he's working on these rocks, which is going to give me the time I need to pull my army to the side here. He's getting burrow. Is he getting burrow move? No. Just burrow. Alright, so he knocks down the rocks, but I'm on my way over. He's going to get through this pylon, but he can't filter through here, not when I have this many immortals and stalkers. Basically, my army just straight up counters his right now. He starts his 4th. Is he getting upgrades? He's got Care Space level 2 coming up. And melee level 1. Interesting to build that many roaches and then upgrade melee. Looks like he wants to go Mutiling Bling. Something like that. Well, not quite on Bling. So I get caught out of position here. I'm over here looking for his army. He's gotten all the way to my 3rd. But I have my mothership core with me, so I get a recall off. So basically, he focuses the Nexus, so I get this army for free. Not for free, but for very good trades, and I've got Blink already. So yeah, he killed my 3rd, but it cost him his army. And now I'm ahead in army supply, and my army was strong against his. So he's remaxing on Lings and Mutas. And I've got basically just Stalkers, Immortals, and a couple Sentries. I've got Pylons coming up fairly close though, so I'm going to go Retaliate and get a base of his. These are good force fields. They pretty much negate about half of those Lings because they couldn't get surface area on the Stalkers. And now Muta's coming into Blink Stalkers, he just doesn't have enough. So I'm going to kill this base, no problem. These are all Lings spawning here. Group back up so I can't get surrounded as easily by Lings. And I'm just going to walk up right into his main. Mutiling is in a very good straight up fight composition. Especially since I've got +2. I mean, he's got, what, +2 carapace, but He's still only on +1 carapace. Did he cancel his carapace? He canceled his upgrade. I know he hasn't gotten it yet. It just isn't done yet. I should have saved energy there instead of... Oh no, Guardian Shield was a good choice. Because it helps a lot against the Mutas. I am not quite going to win this. I'll lose the Stalkers. And the Mutas are going to win out. If I kill another hatch here. So now he's down to 2 bases and I'm still... Oh, I'm just up at 3 again. So, once again, I'm ahead in bases, so I'm looking pretty. I'm ahead in supply. He has all his tech in one place too. Well, his lairs over here, but having all 3 of his production buildings right here, I think is a bad idea. And his upgrades too. I mean, if I hadn't lost this and I could have force fielded out, he would have had to go all the way around. I mean, there's potential for me to have just taken out all this tech in one go. So yeah, now he's got Mutas, and that's about it. But I've thrown down my Templar Archive, so I'm moving towards Archons. My main's mined out, so I'm on 2 base mining. But I've still got gas income, so I'm going to be sitting pretty. I've got a pretty solid bank. I'm going to make Archons here any second. So he's got his Mutas over here, but I've got more Blink Stalkers right there. So he's going to have a bad time. I still got this pylon over here. Oh, and I've got another base started that he doesn't know about. So I'm getting on my 4th. So good on me. Other than having a low gate count early, which I think might be attributed to, I'm finally adding on gates, all the silliness that went on with the proxy hatch and the cannon rush, I did pretty well. And I'm almost certain I win this game. I've got Storm on the way. I've got Templar warped in already that are going to be accruing Storm. I've even got 1 Archon already, which... Mutas have a hard time with Archons, believe it or not. And all he's got are Mutas, unupgraded Mutas too. Just gonna have 4 hatches up, but still only 2 bases. My 3rd's coming up. 3rd mining base, 4th base total. And now I'm going to make a shit ton of Zealot Archon. I'm going to keep a bunch of these out for Storms. Storms are so good against Mutas. Lings too, but they're fast. You got to be able to protect the Templar from the Lings, but I've got a few Zealots at least and enough Archons. So I should be fine. I should be moving a pylon closer too. Oh, I am. Good. Getting pylons out again. Did I keep my upgrades up this game? Oh yeah, I've got +3 now. I don't charge. That's a mistake. I should have charge. Researching. I should be adding more gateways too. Am I using my warp gates? No, I'm not. But I'm not going right now. I blinked the Stalkers to the left here to shield for the Templar. This one there, the Link, stupidly. Or maybe the bounces, but it just doesn't matter. He's got not enough. Because all it boils down to. Links aren't good against Archons, especially with +3. So that's game. And I was finally starting to get charged, but it was late. So yeah, 2 mistakes, not enough gateways, but again, I think that could be attributed to just not having a standard opening. I have one too many probes here. Oh well, not that that is a big deal at all. I could have transferred probes over to here though. I probably would have if I wasn't busy microing on the other side to win the game. Not that I needed to micro there. Cast a few storms and that was game. And then missing my charge upgrade. If the game were going longer, I would also be looking at throwing down a Robo Bay and maybe a couple Stargates. I didn't think he was going to go into heavy mutas because I had Blink Stalkers, Archons, and stuff. So really the scariest thing to have faced would have been Swarm Host. So I should be throwing down a... I need to be thinking about what I could lose to when I'm in a good position. Really, when you're in any position, what could the opponent be doing that would catch me off guard and make it so that I was going to lose a game. And really, the only thing I would have seen there would have probably been Swarmhost. Swarmhost would have been very good against the army I was showing. I mean, Blinkstalkers are okay because they're mobile, but Archons aren't. Archons are bad against Swarmhost. Storm is okay, but I would have had a much tougher time if he had stopped making mutas and he had made Swarmhost there. For one, I didn't have an Observer anywhere nearby, I don't think. But more importantly, I didn't have enough splash other than storms to push through, and I would have still taken losses to just his Locusts. So I should be throwing out a Robobay at the end too. But solid game overall, so I was happy to take the win.